We could only choose which path to take to our destination. What happened along the way was entirely up to chance. As far as I am concerned, philosophic questioning is just as likely to make you confused and depressed as it is to improve your condition. The one ironclad rule is that I have to try. I have to walk into my writing room and pick up my pen every weekday morning. Appreciate the moment of a first kiss. It may be the last time you own your heart. Your conscience is the measure of the honesty of your selfishness. Listen to it carefully. Happiness is part of who we are. Joy is the feeling. No dirt can touch me. Like an ocean, everything that comes to me becomes clean. The logical man must either deny all miracles or none. The level of success you achieve will be in direct proportion to the depth of your commitment. Don't be afraid to be afraid. Have fear, and then conquer the shit out of it. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The desire to die was my one and only concern. To it I have sacrificed everything, even death. I do not like to repeat successes. I like to go on to other things. Looking at beauty in the world is the first step of purifying the mind. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. If life throws you a few bad notes or vibrations, don't let them interrupt or alter your song. The highest activity a human being can attain is learning for understanding, because to understand is to be free. It is this belief in a power larger than myself and other than myself which allows me to venture into the unknown and even the unknowable. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. The truth is that judgment and fear will never stop, but they don't actually do anything. It is when those who are not strong enough have made some moderate amount of progress that they fail and give up. May your feet ever walk in the light of two suns, and may the moon shadow never fall on you. I believe there is another world waiting for us, a better world, and I'll be waiting for you there. To establish that a rule is likely to be true, one must try to prove it false. The darkening of the world makes the irrationality of art rational, radically darkened art. The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs one step at a time. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. When people say things are a lot more complicated than that, it means they're getting worried that they won't like the truth. Inspiration is sometimes as simple as a shared smile. The life of the enemy. Whoever lives for the sake of combating an enemy has an interest in the enemy staying alive. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. Sometimes, the things and questions that make us angry are true in nature, or we know they are, deep down in our heart. It takes drive and focus to move from potential to reality. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk. Small is the number of them that see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. We're what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be. It is better moving up to your goal and falling than not falling doing nothing. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. My stomach lurched, an appetizer before the full portion of heartache I had a feeling was going to be served at some point soon. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. A goal without a plan, without strategy and execution, is nothing other than a wish. A goal without a backup plan is but a wager. You can't let the truth bring out the worst and let it get the best of you. The glory is always hidden between the lines of the story. Courage and perseverance have a magical talisman, before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish into air. The life you have left is a gift. Cherish it. Enjoy it now to the fullest. Do what matters now. Your time is the most precious thing in this world. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on impersonally. There is need to embrace flexibility and make a switch where and when necessary. It's your dream, it's your journey, so find a way. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. We're here to be family to one another, to exist for the sake of others, even as others exist for our sake. However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results. When the darkness closes all around, beauty is all there just waiting to be found. Nothing can disturb your peace of mind unless you allow it to. Bad men rule by the feebleness of the ruled, and this is just. The triumph of weaklings would not be just. Any explanation or logic that explains everything so easily has a hidden trap in it. Sometimes the only reason for us to be somewhere else is to see things from a different perspective. Every time you help someone to achieve success, you become more successful. Always help to lift the burdens of others. Integrity is a powerful force, keeping you alive to others long after you've left their presence. Oh, darling, don't be bitter. It's the first instinct of the weak. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down. You can live your whole life not realizing that what you're looking for is right in front of you. Where there are bees, there are flowers, and wherever there are flowers, there is new life and hope. If you don't give up on something you truly believe in, you will find a way. Authority without wisdom is like a heavy axe without an edge, fitter to bruise than polish. Never allow others to create your world because if you do, they will always make it too small. H is for habit. Winners make a habit of doing the things losers don't want to do. Deliverance is not for me in renunciation. I feel the embrace of freedom in 1,000 bonds of delight. Other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. We'd met at a carefree time, a moment full of promise, and its place now were the harsh lessons of the real world. When men are pure, laws are useless. When men are corrupt, laws are broken. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. The only reason for a test is to grow our faith in his ability to help us pass it. All sins are forgiven once you start making a lot of money. Truth strikes us from behind and in the dark, as well as from before and in broad daylight. If the highest aim of a captain were to preserve his ship, he would keep it in port forever. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. At the end of the day, let there be no excuses, no explanations, no regrets. Reason may be employed to support faith as well as to destroy it. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Life was not longer something to endure, but to live. There is a fire against us, and in the end, the fire could burn us or ignite us into an unstoppable force. Truth would quickly cease to be stranger than fiction, once we got as used to it. You only have to do a very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. Receive with simplicity everything that happens to you. If you hang out with chickens, you're going to cluck, and if you hang out with eagles, you're going to fly. If you have a dream, don't just sit there. Gather courage to believe that you can succeed and leave no stone unturned to make it a reality. The single most powerful element of youth is that you don't have the life experiences to know what can't be done. We should be humble in our approach, but should not grumble towards life. And that's when I realized the thing about the truth. It always comes out, no matter what you do. I don't walk away from things I think are unfinished. We are the sum of all people we have ever met. You change the tribe, and the tribe changes you. Strengthen my heart to keep speaking what I know is true even when it hurts and brings pain I must go through. Never complain, never explain. Resist the temptation to defend yourself or make excuses. There are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is true. You may lie with your mouth, but with the mouth you make as you do, so you nonetheless tell the truth. The truth about life and lie about life is not measured by others, but by your intuition, which never lies.